So I woke up this morning with the intention of vlogging, and then I just ended up not ever starting. And today was my brother's 17th birthday, so happy birthday, Nick. And well, as of like 16 minutes ago, it's my friend Catherine's birthday, so happy birthday, Catherine. Um, I'm kind of at this weird zen feeling right now, and I just wanted to talk. Um, Today, I had a phone call with an old friend, and I don't know how I feel about it. I've kind of gone through literally every type of emotion a person can go through in the last 48 hours, and um, I'm kind of like in an emotional, just drained feeling right now. About 20 minutes ago, when I originally wanted to record this, I was very like upbeat and just feeling really good about everything. And I sat here and I just put up a post on Instagram for Catherine's birthday, and it just like zoned me out. And so now I'm very zen. It's a weird feeling. But with the phone call today, I haven't talked to this friend in a year and a half. And I thought that when this friend and I stopped talking, that everything was just clean cut. We said our goodbyes. It was what it was, and we were going our separate ways. And that never was really the case. I mean, for me, I was at peace with everything. I go to therapy, so I come to the conclusion that people are in your life for a certain amount of time. And there are times that these people leave, and they're supposed to leave. And sometimes they come back, but sometimes they don't. And whether they do or they don't, they were in your life for a certain period of time when you needed them. And that's, I left that whole stage of my life at peace. And I was okay. Not long after all of that happened is when my health went to shit. But what can you do about that? But other than my health, I was okay. And I was at peace with everything. I was moving on with my life. And a couple of months later, I started getting harassed by someone that has something to do with this friend. And it's been an ongoing thing for this year and a half. It's been a year since I've noticed the harassing. And it's gotten to the point over and over again that it's just ridiculous. But I never talked to him because I never knew if he was involved or not. So I just let it be. I tried to ignore it. I tried everything I could. There was a point that it was brought up to him this last January, and it only got worse from there. So I had no idea what to come about with the whole situation. So it's been a strange few years for sure. And I got a message from this person that has been doing these things to me, and for me to talk to him. And we haven't spoken in a year and a half. I don't know what to take from this. I haven't slept much or eaten much in 2 days, just unsettled with the entire thing, not knowing what is going on. So after I went and do some things with my brother for his birthday. We went to a family friend's house to see my friend Lauren's baby. And the first vlog was the day that Tanner was born. So holding baby Tanner, and flashback. After I got this message from this person, I messaged the guy and sent him a screenshot of the message. And I was like, okay, this was sent to me. What is going on? And I didn't know if he had the same number, so I also sent it on his Facebook. So I'm holding baby Tanner and talking to his mom and everything. And I walk into the living room in their house, and we're just hanging out with the family. And I go back to get my phone because we're about to leave. And I look down, and it was his name on my phone. And I just had the weirdest feeling. Like, I didn't even read it. I just saw it, and I put it down. And I walk up to Lauren, and I'm like, Lauren, I gotta talk to you. So I sat there with her, and I kind of filled her in on the last few days. And she's like, oh my God, like, what are you gonna do? So I read the message out loud to the both of us. And I messaged him back, and whenever I got home, he told me to call him, so I called him once everything with my brother and Hunter and whatever was situated. And we talked for about 2 hours, and it was great. I mean, he was my best friend for years, and it's so good to hear his voice. And we have this strange relationship that I've never been able to put into words right until tonight when we were talking on the phone. What I love about life, absolutely love about life, is that you meet these people along the way that you have these connections with, and that you form these stories with. And it's never even necessarily romantic stories or whatever you want it to be. Like, it's just, I see my life as a book or as a movie, and this story that you never know what the ending's going to be or what the next page is going to be. But there's always several sides to every story that make up the whole thing. So being able to talk to him today and to actually let him know the things that have been going on, that for this last year, he hasn't known anything about it. And to let him know what's been going on, and to hear what's been going on with him, and just to fill in all the blanks of this story. But then at the same time, like, this gratification that all of these feelings that I've been having over the last year and a half over how I thought this entire thing would play out was correct. And that to the T of every emotion is correct. And it's just insane. I mean, picked up the phone and we talked as though we talked 5 minutes ago. Not that the last time we spoke was November 2 years ago. I mean, it's insane. And I love that we can connect with people that way. That it doesn't matter what has gone on in between a span of time or how long that span of time has been, but that you can pick up the phone, call somebody, and it literally be like it was yesterday or 5 minutes ago, or that nothing has ever happened, and that you can sit and you can laugh and you can talk, and just even talking about things in the past have like this weird psychic thing that these things were going on at the same time, and these feelings were happening at the same time. And it's like connecting with people, even if we're not even in the same state. But I don't know, it's the strangest thing. And it kind of just blows my mind. And I've written about this several times, not even necessarily on this topic, but just with other people in my life, that, even people I haven't spoken to in 4 years or 5 years or 10 years or whatever. I mean, I can see them. Even before I will see them, I will know I will see them. And it's like this weird just, I don't know, we form these bonds with people, or at least I do. And it's so strange how it works out and how we just, there's some things that only certain people understand. And me and this guy understand each other on just about every single level there is. And to talk to someone that understands you that way and that's been there for so many things in your life, it's such a relieving feeling and peace. Like, I can't tell you, the last time I felt this peace is crazy. And I mean, I don't know what's going to come of this. I don't even know if I'm going to post this. But I mean, this is my life. And I want to be honest with you guys, and I don't want to hide anything. And maybe one day I'll sit down and say the entire story. Especially now that I do know both sides. I mean, I knew both sides at the point that things went down 1.5 years ago, but now I know the 1.5 years, fill in the blank. But it's funny how things work in life. It's really funny. I mean, it's strange. I can't even put into words the feeling that I feel about everything in life. My friends and I are like, we need to write a book, we need to write a movie, get like everything, like zip, zam, boom, he's all for it. Like, it's crazy. And I don't know. But yeah, I'm hoping something good will come out of this. I'm hoping that the harassing will stop. I'm hoping that we can come to some sort of peace to where it's okay to talk every once in a while, because I have a lot of bridges burned in my life, and a lot of them are hard that they are burned, but all of them are burned for reasons. But it's still hard. And I think that if time passes and there's some type of way that you can fix the burnt bridge, even just if it's not all the way, but just like a little jump to the other side. You know, if each person's willing to make that little jump on the bridge, you know, it's nice. And the last year especially, I've let so many of those burnt bridges sort of heal themselves and start talking to people again. And each person that I have, it's probably the only people I would ever mend those things for, because these are all my best friends that have been around my entire life. And if not my entire life, for the biggest parts of my life and the biggest transitions in my life. And it feels so good just to have like my little melting pot of all of these people from all of these times in my life and these experiences that I can talk to and bring together. And I just love it. And I love that, I don't know. It's a good feeling. I feel peace. Like in my heart right now, all I can describe it as is peace. And it's a good feeling. And I hope it I hope I can keep this peaceful feeling. But if I can't, I'm glad I'm making this video so at least I can remember it from this. But you never forget feeling things like this. And I can say there are only a couple of times in my life I've ever felt this at peace with things. And funny enough, either this guy that I talked to today either had something to do with it or was around when it happened. But I don't know. But I want these vlogs to be honest, and I don't want them all to be about my CF or to be about following me around and this is my life and like there are some things that are freaking depressing, and there are sometimes I won't be able to hold back from saying the word freaking, whatever. But I want to be real, and I want every emotion to be out there because I feel everything, even if I don't want to, and even if I try not to, it's going to affect me somehow. It's just how I am. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk. I'm kind of home alone and everyone's sleeping now. So, I mean, Ava listens, but I guess I'm talking to Ava and all of you at the same time, but she's out. Yeah, but everything, it's strange how life works, and everything happens one way or another the way it's supposed to. And you know, sometimes it's not the way you plan it. 99% of the time it's not the way you plan it, and that's okay. And I think that things don't go the way we plan so that we can learn and we can grow, but we continue to plan so we can have hope. And I lost hope for a long time, and I've slowly started to gain hope back, especially with me moving out on my own and me getting healthier. And it's just, I went from last year, I hoped for like nothing, and I was so almost bitter, but I was bitter to the point that it wasn't bitterness, it was just hurt. And I hurt so bad from everything that happened in my life. It was just all hitting me like a truck at once. And it's just been this amazing journey from this hurtful bitterness to this finding hope again, to just this peacefulness that I have now. And the funniest thing was, I left the beach on Sunday feeling this peacefulness to an extent. And the next night, when I got that message, until a couple of hours ago, it was the opposite of peace, and I was an emotional wreck, and I had no idea what up or down was, or what anything meant, or anything about life. And now just to be back at that peace and then some, because I just feel like certain things that have been going on that needed to stop will either blow up to the point that it has to get better or just get better. And things always get worse before they get better. And if this is things starting to get better, or if this is the calm before the storm, or whatever it is, I'm thankful for it. And I'm thankful for feeling this. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it off at that, because I've been talking for almost 20 minutes now. I don't know if this whole thing's going to go in the video, but there's only so much I can edit because that's pain. But it's like 1 o'clock now, almost, something like that. and I haven't done my midday or night treatment, so I'm gonna be up a while. And yeah, I might get to writing. I planned on writing today, but schoolwork ended up going a little longer than I wanted it to, and I had a really big problem with my wrist earlier. I couldn't move it without crying. It hurt so bad. It was not a good thing. And then we had my brother's birthday stuff and everything this afternoon. So I might get to writing while I do my treatments. And I think that'll help me a lot and help me kind of figure out this whole peaceful thing. Because for me, it's a really hard emotion to get control of. Because I don't feel it that often, because I'm very much a stressed out person with everything in my life, no matter what I do or how zen I try to be. I don't know, even my voice sounds different. It's weird. I don't know. But I'm gonna go get to doing that. But if you've watched this whole thing, thank you for listening to me ramble. And I hope your day is going well. I hope everything's good with you. I hope if they're not, that one day soon you'll be able to have this whole recollection of things come together and you're able to feel this peacefulness that I'm feeling right now. And I'm going to go get to doing all of that. I think I'm going to head down to see Christy tomorrow. So she wants her and the baby to be in the video. So you'll get to meet them. And I'm sure you will all love them as much as I do. Which, it's going to be hard because I love them a lot. But, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.